Shalom. First off, I want to start up by saying all praises, honor, and glory is due unto Yahweh by Yahawashi by Shiva Crocodile. All praises, honor, and glory due to who the world ignorant calls God, whose true name in the Hebrews Yahweh by Hashem, meaning in the name of Yahawashi being the name of the only begotten Son. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and mercy to the hopeful like preaching His word in truth and sincerity on the brother Tazabah, the Great Millstone, Arizona camp. Lord will with another video to edify, and I wanted to get into this. Right, Bishop Nate somehow condemning Esau, but at the same time reinforcing Jesus Christ as being the name of the Lord, which his true name in the Hebrew is Yahawashi. Right? How the hell do you condemn Esau but still bring up the God that he created? Right? There's a term, right, I want to get. And this is the term right here. It says reputation precedes you. It means that people have already heard about you and formed an opinion based on your past actions. So your reputation arrives before you do. Whether it's positive or negative, meaning others know about you even before meeting you in person. Right? So Yahawashi's reputation always preceded him. It always showed everybody knew who he was, what he was about from a young age. He wasn't on no play. He wasn't a man that was just joking all the damn time. He came on a serious mission, and like he said himself, man. This is Luke 2:49. It says, and he said unto them, how is it that ye have sought me? Wish ye not that I must be about my father's business? And he said this to his mother and father when they came looking for him, when he went during the Passover, and he turned back and started going into the scriptures in the synagogue. Right? Started getting into it and really breaking these things down. He didn't care about the emotion of his mother and father. He said, hey, I got to be about my father's business. Meaning he had work to do for the Heavenly Father himself. And when you call yourself an Israelite and you still exalt a name that has an entirely different reputation, that the true understanding of Yahawashi's temperament, how he moved, right? Because it says right here, it says, I think it's in the Apocrypha, actually, man. Yeah, here it is. This is Sirach 36, and I started at 3. It says, lift up thy hand against the strange nations and let them see thy power. As thou wast sanctified in us before them, so be thou magnified among them before us. Meaning the Lord's going to get down when he comes. It says, and let them know thee as we have known thee, that there is no God only thou, but only thou, O power. Right? So the Lord is going to come back and let the world know him as we know him. And it's not in the fashion that Jesus Christ, what the modern day Christian, Negro, whatever you want to say, the modern day person thinks Yahawashi is like. In the name of Jesus, the Lord didn't really move like that. The Lord was issuing out judgment. Right? He was very grave in his sentences. Remember, the scriptures talk about those that would not. This is what Yahawashi said. This is Luke 19 and 26. It says, for I say unto you that unto every one which had shall be given, and from him that had not, even that shall be taken away from him. But those mine enemies, right? This is coming out of Yahawashi's mouth. It's written in the red. But those my enemies, which would not that I should reign over them, bring hither and slay them before me. And in Cesare Christ, what these dudes try to sit here, and Bishop Nate tries to sit here and promote so damn much, he won't even leave that name alone. He tells his people you can pray to that name. When the scriptures tell you there's one name under heaven by which we all must be saved. One name. Right? He's bringing up a God that told everybody love is love. That allowed an entire organization through the Catholic Church to sit here and have a congregation knowing damn well them priests in that Catholic Church, a lot of them are damn pedophiles that told the world that it was okay to be a Mo, right? That allowed women to have an authority in the church and above their men. That's all under Jesus Christ. But Yahawashi, he had an entire different reputation that preceded him. And that's what the world got to be reacquainted with. And that's where the Israelites come in. All right, this is Luke 19. And 21. This is Luke 19 and 20. I'll start at 18. It says, and the second came and said, Lord, thy pound. It says, Lord, thy pound hath gained 5 pounds, going into the parable of talents. It says, and likewise to him be thou also over 5 cities. And another came, saying, behold, here is thy pound which I have kept laid in a napkin. For I feared thee, because thou art an austere man. The Lord is an austere man. Let's go into that word austere. Go here. Luke 19 and 21. That word austere in the Greek. Astraios. And it says what? A mind of mind and manners harsh, rough, rigid, meaning blown, rough, properly as a gale, figuratively severe, austere. So the Lord was severe, right? Let me do a little experiment. Look, this is all Jesus, right? I put in what was Jesus like. It says characteristics: compassion, humility, which the Lord had all this, right? Compassion, humility, patience, forgiveness, leadership, truth, commitment to serving others, love of friends, realistic about human weakness, sense of humor, right? Look, long-haired in a beard. Well, you didn't have that. You had no long hair like that. Right? So where is the balance? Because all this is good. These are the more gentle, forgiving traits, but where's the roughness that in the austerity that we just read? See, this is an entire different Yahawashi, man. If any man come preaching another Yahawashi that you've heard, right? Let him be a curse. Because there's a whole different spirit that Yahawashi was in when he was here. And it ain't what IUIC is preaching through that name, Jesus Christ. It says Luke 19 and 21, it says, "For I fear thee, because thou art an austere man. Thou takest up that thou laidest not down, and reapest that thou didst not sow." And he said unto him, "Out of thine own mouth will I judge thee, thou wicked servant. Thou knewest that I was an austere man, taking up that I laid not down, and reaping that I sowed not. Wherefore then gavest thou thy money into the bank, that at my coming I might have required mine own with usury." You see? And he said unto them that stood by, Take from him the pound, and give it to him that had 10 pounds. Right? This is what the Lord said. And you read down to the 27th verse, "And those my enemies that would not that I reigned." The Lord was very grave. When he said something, it was straight up. He was cutting people left and right, man. Shit, the Lord say one sentence and called the Pharisees serpents. This is Matthew 12 and 34. It says, "O generation of vipers, how can ye, being evil, speak good things? And for out of the abundance of the heart the mouth speaketh." Matthew 23 and 33. "Ye serpents, O ye generation of vipers, how can ye escape the damnation of hell?" So the Lord was literally calling people out, calling them names, telling them what they was acting like. Jesus Christ, that sentiment of that character, there was a whole nother reputation that preceded him. But we're supposed to bring out the entirety of Yahawashi. Yahawashi was not nothing to play with. This is Matthew 22 and 16. It says, and they sent out unto him their disciples with the Herodians, saying, Master, we know that thou art true, and teachest the way of the Most High in truth. Neither carest thou for any man. See, the Lord didn't give a fuck about your feelings. Jesus Christ, the whole sentiment of Jesus Christ is you got to be tolerant of other people. The Lord didn't move with that mindset. He said, they told him right there, your reputation is that you teach the truth. You teach the ways of the Most High in truth. You don't care about who somebody is. You're going to tell it like it is. It says, neither carest thou for any man, that thou regardest not the persons of men. The Lord didn't give a fuck about your title, your position. He was straight up. He cut a person to the core. The word of the Lord is quick and powerful, dividing asunder the soul and spirit, cutting to the marrow, man. And the Lord himself was that word in the flesh. He embodied the entirety of the scriptures in perfection. So when he spoke, he cut people to the core. That's why every time he spoke to the Pharisees, they tried to kill him. He had to slip away all the time, man. This is John 2. John 2 and 15. It says, and when he had made a scourge of small cords, talking about Yahawashi, you read up to the 12th, I'll start at 13th verse. It says, and the Jews' Passover was at hand, and Yahawashi went up to Jerusalem and found in the temple those that sold oxen and sheep and doves, and the changers of money sitting. And when he had made a small scourge of, a scourge of small cords, He drave them out of the temple and the sheep and the oxen and poured out the changers' money and threw the tables and said unto them that sold, take these things hence, make not my father's house a house of merchandise. Man, he was beating niggas' ass. Yahawashi's reputation had an entirely different way about him than Jesus Christ. So why in the hell is Bishop Nate and his congregation still using Jesus Christ? Because they sold out. They want you to go right back to sleep. Just know that you're an Israelite. Pay taxes, right? Which you should pay your taxes. Pay taxes, give your money to them, and have all the same shit you had in the world, just with an Israelite moniker. They don't want you to learn the real temperament of the Lord, how he really get down. Right? Because when you put that name in there, that Jesus Christ, instead of giving the real name, man, you dull the severity of it. Because you tie in and subconsciously you still thinking you can move the same way with Cesar's Christ that you can move with Yahawashi. You can't. You got to be a new creature, man. Cesar's Christ let a lot of shit slide. Now you got to deal with Yahawashi. But Lord will, this is edifying. I'm going to say, call Allah Yahweh Shemel. Shabbat Shem Shalom.